We are Group 6 and we will be presenting our material titled Depreciation of Assets, Understanding the Concept and its Impact on Financial Statements. Now, I will explain the background. Depreciation of assets is a crucial concept in accounting that plays a significant role in a company's financial reporting. In this presentation, we will discuss the definition, methods, and impact of depreciation on financial statements and managerial decision making. A solid understanding of depreciation is essential for management, investors, and the stakeholders. Then, the importance of depreciation in accounting. The first, reflecting value decline. Depreciation records the decline in value of fixed assets such as machinery and buildings due to usage and wear and tear. The second, impact on financial statements. Depreciation affects net income and financial position, making it crucial for the accuracy of financial reports. And then third, basis for decision making. Depreciation information assists management, investors, and creditors in making informed business decisions.
Definition of asset depreciation. Asset depreciation is the process of allocation the acquisition cost of fixed assets over their useful life. But asset depreciation is the gradual decrease in the value of a fixed asset over its useful life. This is a natural and expected process for asset used in business depreciation. Depreciation is the process of allocating the acquisition cost of fixed assets over their useful life, reflecting the decline in value due to usage or wear and tear. Assets are resources owned by an entity that are expected to provide economic benefit in the future. Assets are classified into two categories. Category number 1, current assets, are resources that can be easily converted into cash within 1 year. Number 2, fixed assets, used in business operation with a lifespan of more than 1 year.
Next, I will explain about commonly used depreciation methods. There are several commonly used depreciation methods in accounting, each with different characteristics and application. The first, straight-line method. Straight-line method is the simplest and most commonly used depreciation method. In this method, depreciation is calculated by dividing the acquisition cost of the asset minus the residual value by the useful life of the asset. The second, declining balance method. The declining balance method calculates depreciation based on a fixed percentage of the book value of the asset at the beginning of the period. There are two variations of this method, that is, declining balance and double declining balance method. Declining balance method, this method uses a fixed depreciation rate. Depreciation is calculated by multiplying the beginning book value by the depreciation rate. Double declining balance method. This method doubles the straight-line depreciation rate. This results in higher depreciation in the earlier years. The third, units of production method. This method calculates depreciation based on the number of units produced or used during a specific period. The fourth, sum of the year's digit methods. These methods accelerates depreciation in the early years. Depreciation is calculated based on the proportion of the remaining years in the asset useful life. The fifth, depreciation based on hours of work. This method is often used for machines or equipment where working hours can be measured.
Depreciation method 1. Straight line method. The straight line method is the simplest and most commonly used depreciation method. On this method, depreciation is calculated by dividing the acquisition cost of the asset minus the residual value by the useful life of the asset. 2. Declining balance method. The declining balance method calculates depreciation based on average percentage of the book value of the asset at the beginning of the period. There are two variations of this method, declining balance method and double declining balance method. 3. Unit of production method. This method calculates depreciation based on the number of units produced or used during a specific period. This method is more suitable for asset whose usage varies from year to year. 4. Sum of the year digit method. This method accurate depreciation in the early years. Depreciation is calculated based on the property. 5. Depreciation based on hours of work. This method calculates depreciation based on the number of working hours used for the asset. This method is often used for machinery or equipment work.
Next, the impacts of depreciation on managerial and invest decision. Asset depreciation has a significant impact on managerial and investment decision within a company. Here are some key effects to consider. Number 1. Profit and performance. Depreciation reduces net income, affecting performance analysis. Number 2. Budgeting and capital expenditure. Planning for the purchase of new assets considers depreciation cost. Number 3. Financing. Depreciation impact financial ratios and financing strategies. Number 4. Dividend policy. Lower net income due to depreciation may lead to reduced dividends. Number 5. Asset evaluation and taxes. Depreciation aids in evaluating assets efficiency and tax planning. Next, conclusion. Asset depreciation in the process of the allocating the acquisition cost of fixed assets over their useful life, reflecting the decline in value over time. Common methods of calculating depreciation include straight line, decline balance, usage of production, and sum of the year's digits. Depreciation affects financial statements by reducing net income and the carrying value of assets, which impact financial ratios. Additionally, depreciation influences managerial and investment decisions, as management must consider its impact on budgeting, dividends policies, and tax planning. Choosing the appropriate depreciation methods is crucial for the accuracy of financial statements and effective decision making. That's all the presentation from us. Thank you.